You drop from high above straight to the ground. It probably hurt, but here you are, born on the grassy plains of Tanzania, Africa. Mom gives you a few quick licks before nudging you to stand up on your spindly legs. The first try is always the hardest, and you might faceplant a few times. But before long, you're wobbling around like a woman in high heels for the first time. Stumbling over, you reach for your first sip from Mom's never-ending milk bar. Not bad. Not Starbucks, but it'll do. When Mom decides to move, you wobble along behind her. And there's your herd, about 10 members. That tall, watchful male with the white beard? He's the alpha. And also your dad. You're not the only baby here. Around you, other rookies with wobbly legs stumble around. Not all of them survive their drop to the ground, but the ones who do greet each other with nose sniffs, gentle neck rubs, and the occasional head bump. Giraffe-style socializing. Giraffe calves depend on their mother's milk for 6 to 10 months. By 6 months, you're starting to get bored of it and join Mom and the other adults for your first grazing trips. The taste? Nothing special. The first bite is always the hardest, but before you can get used to it, a scent hits you. Grass mixed with something else. You flinch. Hello, Mr. Lion. Before you can even think about running, Mom steps in front of you like a living shield. She grunts and stomps her feet on the ground. The males close ranks, surrounding the females and calves in the middle. The lion hesitates. It's just not smart to take on an angry giraffe army alone, and slips away into the bushes. You breathe a sigh of relief and go back to chewing cud. Time passes and you start to understand the herd's daily routine. Early mornings mean grazing, midday is for resting in the shade. Giraffes rarely lie down. Getting up is a hassle, so they usually sleep standing. From time to time, you watch young males challenge your dad for dominance. Life moves on like this until the dry season hits. A hot wind carries the dusty scent of the savanna. The adults gather, the oldest, most experienced female knows where to find fresh leaves and water, and she leads the way. Survival now depends on being in the right place at the right time. Your herd begins its migration. Luckily, giraffes are semi-nomadic. You won't have to travel across the whole continent. Still, you stick close to the experienced female, keeping in the middle of the herd as you slowly cover the rough terrain. Days pass. The dry ground under your feet turns into green grass. The horizon is lined with leafy trees and the air smells fresh. The elder stops, lifts her head. This is it. Water sparkles nearby, leaves rustle in the wind. A quiet hum of satisfaction passes through the herd. The journey was tough, but worth it. 2 years later, you officially enter your teenage phase. But growing up isn't what you imagined. Your mom, the dominant females, even your dad. They're not as friendly as before. You're no longer the cute little calf. The dominant males don't want you hanging around the females, and you slowly realize you're no longer welcome. You've got 2 choices. Dethrone your father, or get kicked out. The smart choice? Keep all your limbs intact and leave. You say goodbye to your cousin, he follows you anyway, while your female cousins stay with the herd. Now it's just the 2 of you adapting to bachelor life. Your days are spent searching for food, running into lions or hyenas, and sometimes running really, really fast. One day, you come across a group of 5 giraffes. New friends. You travel together, browse for food, and occasionally get into scuffles within the group. These fights are the most exciting part of your day. You pick up a few moves but usually avoid direct combat until you're stronger. In the bachelor herd, the fight for dominance is like a reality TV show. Reaching the top takes patience, strength, and a bit of luck, because being the alpha isn't easy. Let's say you make it. You're the strongest in the group. Now what? Find a herd of females and become their leader. You set out with your group and soon cross paths with a pride of lions. Luckily, they're not interested in you. They're after a solitary male, not a group. You nod at each other and keep moving. You all have the same goal, a female herd. The excitement builds. You cross the open plains, and there it is. A herd ripe for takeover. You're nervous, but your friends hype you up. You're the strongest, and they're eager for your victory. The current male notices you and understands immediately. The duel begins within seconds. You stomp your hooves, and yes, you use your teeth if you have to. But remember, he's got teeth too, and they hurt when they land. The fight lasts until one of you gives up. usually about 10 minutes, but it feels like forever. Your friends measure your strength by how long you hold out. If you lose, you limp back to the group with bruises and scratches, but nothing is won without a fight. After healing up, you meet another male on the road. Round 2 begins. More bruises, more scratches. Taking over a herd isn't easy. It's a game of repeated challenges and failures. You've seen the previous leader go through the same, eventually winning his herd. Every wound you earn makes you tougher. When drought returns, you and your herd head back to the fertile lands you once visited. Life returns to routine. Males fighting for hierarchy, feeding, surviving. You burn with determination to take a herd, and finally, at age 5, you beat another male and claim all the females. You're the new alpha. Your old bachelor herd disappears to fend for themselves. This isn't their first farewell. Welcome to your new life, with new challenges. Now you're the first line of defense against lions. You patrol the area, constantly on alert for danger. It's not exactly how you dreamed it. In dry times, the wise old female leads the way to greener lands. In fertile areas, you face lions, hyenas, and rival giraffes. It's an endless MMA tournament. The females spend their days giving birth, raising calves, and watching your battles. You're at your physical peak, nearly unbeatable. If you're injured, the females care for you. Then, another drought. Long, harsh, and merciless. You lead your herd to food and water, relying on your years of experience. At least the young males keep their distance for a while, but every now and then, you still have to remind lions who's boss. And by now, you're a seasoned fighter. You've battled countless times, and know every rock on the plains. But your muscles ache, your moves aren't as quick. Nobody cares. You still have to fight. Maybe this will be your last battle. A young, strong, ambitious giraffe stands before you, his crew behind him. Piece of cake, you think. But it's over faster than you imagined. You lose. The females walk away without a glance. Thanks. That's it? After all these years, you're alone, wandering the same open plains you once ruled. You protected them for so long, but now, all you can hope for is to protect yourself. This time, you might not be the winner. Another drought hits. Alone, you wander among the same acacia trees you once traveled with your herd. Do they even remember you? Then, you see a familiar face. A lion. You've beaten him many times before, but this time, he's brought friends. What a beautiful ending. You're now the meal for a pack of hungry lions.